Alea jacta est. The die is cast, as the creator of the Caesar salad himself said. Man. Not only you have to endure AC Milan, but you have to endure my stupid jokes. But let's see what we're gonna talk about if you're still here after this joke. Today, I want to talk about two stuff. Okay, two things. One is the first is the Champions League. What happened and who is gonna go against who? Who is gonna face AC Milan? And the second is the newspapers, because since yesterday there was the news, the fake news that Pulisic, the Pulisic fake news that now you know about, and it was debunked by Pulisic himself, which is a good thing. I wish, I like when Milan is active against, journalists that spread fake news. I wanted to show you the newspapers we have in Italy and the main newspapers, and who, I don't know, if you want to learn about them or if you want to learn Italian, I don't know, who to follow, what they are about. Are they real? Are they fake? I don't know. It's journalism. Anyway, so let's go. Don't forget, if you want to help me a little bit, to leave, like, comment, whatever, for the algorithm, the same one that got us Emerson, the King Royale. We cannot blame Emerson Royale for the Champions League. We cannot blame Emerson. I can't believe that I cannot blame the King, because he wasn't playing. He didn't play. And it feels weird. It feels weird that he'll have my support because he is the king. Champions League. Stop talking Champions League. Let's go to the Champions League. AC Milan is gonna face Inter. No. Sorry, there's a stupid joke that I will stop doing. Feyenoord, my friend Feyenoord is gonna face Inter. Mamma mia! It could have been a derby. It could have been Milan versus Inter. What did we do? Did we actually save our face by losing against Feyenoord? So we would not risk the embarrassment of being kicked out of the competitions from Inter? Maybe. Or did we save Inter this fate of getting out from the terrible foe that is AC Milan? Because this year we still didn't lose to Inter. Anyway, Feyenoord, you have my full support. Feyenoord, I want to see good stuff. I want to see good things. I do not expect less. Good luck. Let's see what is going to happen. But yeah, we'll see. There's a bunch of interesting matches, though, to watch in this Champions League. And I'd like to be here, but I can't. I'm not here. So I will just watch with you. We have Bayern Munchen versus Leverkusen. Interesting match. PSG versus Liverpool and Real Madrid Athletic. So we have a lot of interesting things to watch. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League? To me, Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Madrid, because Real Madrid in the Champions League becomes a beast. It didn't start well, but then, now it's a different game. So he's into. So these obviously will be the main candidates to the Champions League. Can Inter win the Champions League as well? I think Inter has its chances. If they beat Feyenoord, then they go against whatever match here. Then I'd say Barcelona can go to the finals, or at least semi-finals. But, football is a mysterious, works in mysterious way. So we will never know until we see the matches, and I can't predict anything, because every time that I try to predict a match for AC Milan, the opposite happened. So in the end, Inter will win the Champions League, and I will be... Oh, that's my nightmare, That's my nightmare. That is my nightmare. Anyway, let's talk about the newspaper. So what newspaper do we have in Italy? This one is the most famous one, okay? This is the oldest one. It's La Gazzetta dello Sport. So Gazzetta, it's Gazette. I don't know how to explain this, but Gazzetta dello Sport. Sport means sport. But when you actually if you buy the newspaper or anything, they have like three-quarters of the newspaper is about football. And then they have a few pages about other sports, maybe an article, not too much. They will have an article if tennis now, since Yannick Sinner is the man of the moment for tennis and for Italy. But yeah, this mainly is gonna have um, Milan teams. So Milan and Inter are the main objects, and but I'd like to talk also about the relationship that AC Milan has with the newspapers, because you gotta have a good relationships with the newspaper. Otherwise they will go on and treat you badly, let's say. And Milan at the moment, in the recent years, it doesn't have like a good relationship. They never give them any insight, any news, and so they treat us not very well. Okay, because you have to do this. Like, if you want to keep like a good relationship, especially with journalists, you gotta give something. You have to give some news. Keep them friendly. Let's say AC Milan doesn't do that much, so that's what it is. But anyway, like I said, the little sport will have well, mainly Serie A, obviously, but you will see a lot of Inter, Milan, Juventus, Napoli as well. This is iconic because it's the pink. The newspaper, the actual newspaper, is pink, and let's say this is the newspaper that you get when your team wins the Scudetto. Okay, so you buy La Gazzetta dello Sport, you put it in a nice frame, and then you're happy, and then you go on with your life. Um, anyway, so this is one of the newspapers. Is this reliable? Well, I think it is reliable. They don't do a lot of analysis here. They just like tell you what happened. Um, Not much more, like analysis wise. I wish there was something more. They have some interesting stuff as well. They have videos and such if you're interested. The others, let's go to the others newspaper. So Tutto Sport. You don't know Tutto Sport. Tutto Sport is the newspaper of Juventus. Okay, it will mainly have Juventus stuff. You can see there's a Juventus here and Torino, but mainly is Juventus. Is not regarded as a good newspaper in Italy, has a lot of clickbaity stuff, and is mainly interest Juventus. So that's what it is. If you're a Juventus fan, this is based like this. Their opinion is obviously towards Juventus. So if you're a Juventus fan and you want to check articles in Italian, you can check these as well, because in the end, a lot of the news that you see also that we see in English, they also come from these newspapers, right? Apart from like journalists like Fabrizio Romano, like Twitter, that kind of stuff. So Gazzetta dello Sport, for example, is the most notable, the pink one. Then we have Il Corriere dello Sport. Corriere dello Sport is mainly the Romans teams. So Roma, Lazio. So when you read the Corriere dello Sport, we find a lot of those articles. You see Sharawi, Rome, Lazio. So that's what you find, but that's not the famous one. Then the next one is not newspaper and is relatively new, and I think is more like more clickbaity, right? Which is a Calciomercato, right? Calciomercato, it's I don't know how to describe this website. They are clickbaity, so they try to catch the attention of you, the user, with big titles or scandals, a little bit of a tabloid kind of thing. One of the things is that like sometimes Italian is not correct, so they make mistakes with the syntax, or they're not very, how do you say it, very they don't check after editing the articles. We still find mistakes. looks like there's no double check in the articles. So this is more of a collection, but you obviously will find the main things and the things that the gossip. You find a bunch of gossip here. That's another one. And but if you want to follow like the proper, let's say, journalists, I think the two most known in Italy, at least, and worldwide too, because of Fabrizio Romano, for example. Fabrizio Romano is very well known worldwide regarding transfer markets. I think he won a prize for the most influential, one of the most influential journalists, cazzo, because he gets a lot of news and it's good. And then we have Gianluca Di Marzi as well. So these are the two main, let's say, that the most popular Italian journalists regarding football. So this is what it is. These are the main newspapers, okay, that we have in Italy. Now, there are others as well. There is like one for Napoli, for example. There's another one for Rome. There are like a bunch of different ones, but the one that the Italians at least know the most are the one that I showed you. And this is the most famous one, okay? La Gazzetta dello Sport. It's iconic, okay? It's iconic, and it gives me that bar vibes when you go having breakfast in Italy. You will always find La Gazzetta dello Sport. So I got used to that when I was in Italy. And, it becomes a routine. You go to the bar, you get a croissant, you get your cappuccino, you have La Gazzetta dello Sport. Oh no, AC Milan lost again. Well, too bad. I am having breakfast here. I'm happy. Oh, look, Inter won again. Well, good for them. I guess Juventus. Oh my God. That kind of stuff. Anyway, you enjoy and you let me know. Let me know. I don't know what, but let me know something. Let me know something. Okay. Ciao, ciao, ciao.